Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown has been a long time coming. A sequel to Test Drive Unlimited 2 that was released all the way back in 2011, Kylotonn's open world racer was officially revealed back in July of 2020. However, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown has been in development for several years, and Kylotonn's teaser campaign has been agonisingly slow. With news of the game's delay landing last week, we got to thinking. We here at RacingGames always try to look on the bright side of life, and therefore we look at this delay as not being as bad as first feared. I'm Mark from RacingGames, and today I'm here to declare that Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown being delayed is not a bad thing. In fact, it could turn out to be a blessing in disguise. Since the launch announcement in July 2020, we've only been drip-fed CGI trailers with no actual gameplay footage and precious little information about the game. Last year, a September 22nd, 2022 release date was announced, but with no updates or gameplay footage released in the run-up to release, this seemed increasingly unlikely, and so it came as no surprise when Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown was delayed to 2023, with no specific release date announced. Not only was the game delayed, but the PS4 and Xbox One versions were also cancelled. To some, this would set alarm bells ringing, but we're not panicking just yet. In an update on Steam, the developer said the extra development time will make Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown the most polished gaming experience in the franchise. While fans have fond memories of exploring the exotic islands of Ibiza and Oahu, it's easy to forget Test Drive Unlimited 2's terrible launch. Test Drive Unlimited 2 was a buggy mess on release. Server issues plagued the game for months, while core features such as friends lists, clubs, and My TDU Live were broken. A serious bug also corrupted save game files, causing frustrated players to lose all progress. It was a disastrous launch, echoing Drive Club's troubled launch and Gran Turismo 7's recent server issues. With constant connection issues and complaints from the frustrated community, the developer had no choice but to disable the online multiplayer at one stage, which we can all admit is not ideal in a game primarily designed for online play. The original Test Drive Unlimited pioneered massively multiplayer online racing, but the buggy sequel nearly wrote the series off for good. Let's hope lessons have been learned, because Kylotonn cannot afford to tarnish the series' reputation with another botched launch. To quote Nintendo's Shigeru Miyamoto, a delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. Before we move on, have you subscribed to RacingGames yet? Just one click and you're on the RacingGames grid. Oh, and hit that notification bell too so you never miss an upload. Alright, on with the video. Kylotonn has already shown its talent for designing realistic environments. Stage designs in the WRC games have come a long way since WRC 5, and the underrated TT Isle of Man Ride on the Edge's recreation of the TT mountain course is astonishingly accurate. But creating a 1-to-1 scale recreation of Hong Kong Island with over 340 miles of road to explore is another prospect entirely. It's an ambitious project from a relatively small studio, so the extended development time is justified. Some fans have criticised the map's size compared to Test Drive Unlimited 2, but again, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Give us a smaller map that's fun to explore, with densely detailed environments, hidden routes, and activities around every corner any day. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is also no longer being developed for the PS4 and Xbox One, making it a next-gen only title. This is a wise move, as splitting resources between last-gen and next-gen consoles would have hampered the game's potential. Curiously, however, the Nintendo Switch version is still in development. WRC 10 was poorly optimised for the Switch, with downgraded graphics and missing features, so it will be interesting to see how Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown and its massive map translates to Nintendo's hybrid console. Incidentally, the original Test Drive Unlimited was ported to the PSP with surprisingly few gameplay compromises, so there's definitely some potential there for a successful port to the Switch. Whereas the Forza Horizon series has become a little stale and formulaic, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown takes a fresh approach. Test Drive Unlimited titles aren't just racing games, they're also luxury lifestyle simulators. Cars in Test Drive Unlimited are status symbols. Buying and furnishing houses, customizing your player avatar, and visiting dealerships give the Test Drive Unlimited games a unique identity. But it's the little details like listening to the radio, starting the ignition, putting the roof down, and even rolling down the windows that create an unmatched sense of ownership. Test Drive Unlimited games have an excellent sense of progression too. You start out with a budget car, it takes time before you can afford desirable supercars, and limited garage slots force you to make considered purchases. It's a stark contrast to Forza Horizon 5, which hands you cars like candy. With hundreds of miles of exotic scenery to explore, deep customization, and unique lifestyle elements, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown has huge potential to set a new benchmark for open world racers, just as the original Test Drive Unlimited did back in 2006. It could be a serious Forza Horizon rival that, crucially, isn't exclusive to Xbox and PC. It's perhaps ironic that Test Drive Unlimited was likely a huge inspiration for Forza Horizon, and now the series is returning to reclaim the crown. A September release would have placed Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown head to head with Need for Speed 2022 and the upcoming Forza Horizon 5 expansions. With no major open world races announced for 2023, pushing Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown back until next year gives this ambitious open world racer a chance to shine. We think 2023 could become the year of Test Drive Unlimited, and we're more than happy to have the game delayed so long as all the kinks are able to be ironed out before release. Sure, the streets of Hong Kong will have to wait for another year, but if it means the game launches without any major issues, it will definitely be seen to be worth it. But what do you think? Are you okay with Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown being delayed, or do you think it's just the first sign of trouble ahead? Let us know in the comments below. For now though, thanks for watching. I've been Mark from RacingGames. Please like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, and now I'm off to plan out my first apartment for when the game does launch. Now, do I go for Ferrari red for the decor, or maybe Aston Martin green? Or wait, why not McLaren orange? Oh man, there are too many options!